Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Channel 64. I have a handful of things that I need to catch you up on. Due to me being sick for the past week, I've had a couple of, well, we're gonna call them off days where I'm not feeling quite so hot, but I'm still able to be a little bit productive. Just definitely cannot record because, well, I kind of lost my voice and I'm much less nasally today, but there were some days where I just couldn't. So let's do a quick little recap here. So first of all, we are here overlooking the warp gate that we built in the last episode. It is absolutely spectacular. I love it so much, and I really hope you liked it too. Let's find out. But there's a few things that well, I did on the inside that I didn't show you in the last episode. So let's go take a little look. This door, I actually made it. A functioning door. Yeah, yeah. Ow. And then I made a little cyberpunk lair. So a little bit of a workshop here, kind of maybe I'm in here making some new prosthetics, working on that. I've got a new set or suit going on here. It's nothing kind of crazy, but I like it. It's a little homey. And then up top here I have a little bit of an office. So here is my official desk for any business needs, in case anything else comes up, which you may recognize. It's a similar desk to the one we were just sitting on. But our business is not concluded there. I also built a couple more semi-drones hanging out at the bottom here. So there's another one up in the air there waiting to get loaded up. And then there's one right over my head there. He's making his way off. He's all loaded up and he's taken some resources off to, well, wherever he needs to go. And then over in my sand gathering desert, I decided, you know what? I kind of want to make a couple of industrial farms that, well, you can't make pretty because they're just so very, very large. But I also have this little bustling village, which is always nice to visit. I built a massive Trident Farm. The design is by Gecko. Link will be down in the description. Which is why I am now holding a trident. Because, well, they're just fun, and I wanted one, so I made that. Yeah, a little ridiculous. But they're just so much fun. Like, Riptide especially, in the rain, is amazing. I don't even need anything anymore. No rockets needed. But yeah, super simple little design if you are wanting to build a pretty decent Trident farm. Well, I say pretty decent. It's actually pretty spectacular. I got like a dozen Tridents out of it, so it works quite well. And it does double up as a copper farm and Nautilus shell. So if you need those kind of things, highly recommend this farm. It's a little material intensive because of the size, but look at that. Hey everybody, how's it going? Bye. And the last thing you're probably wondering is, how do I have a little dock plushie in my offhand? Well, this little fancy thing, that's a totem of undying. Because I built a raid farm. And there's the pillager outpost I use. So, again, links down in the description. This is the Logical Geek Boy design. It works oh so very well. And if you are curious how well it works, I've got a couple of backup totems now in case anything happens, which is quite handy. But yeah, if you want to see either of these farms, definitely go check out the videos I'm linking in the description. They are super easy to follow along with and provide absolutely amazing results. And now that I have that amazing raid farm over in the middle quote-unquote industrial area, I don't actually need this pillager tower right beside Miranova Junction anymore. So I think it's time to pretty up the scenery just a little bit. Much better. Much, much better. And in case you were wondering if I have been moving my desk all over the server, I most definitely have not. There are now about half a dozen of my desks just around the server, which I think is highly entertaining, just because. But there is one thing left that we haven't addressed, and that is my face. Well, I was given a trident, and the little child in me decided that I was going to go play Thor. And, well, let me just show you. I had a few issues with some charge creepers, Yeah, there's now a desk in the middle of a creeper hole that I have absolutely no intention of fixing outside Miranoppa Junction. But I got a skeleton head, and I actually got a creeper head. I just don't have it on me because, well, I like the skeleton head. It's funnier. But yeah, now that you're all caught up, and oh my goodness, that was a lot to catch you up on. I've been busy while I've been sick. It's kind of weird. We need to move on to what we're going to be doing in today's episode. And that is working with this absolute shulker chest monster thing. Oh, yeah, I'm standing on my own head so you can see. But yeah, this is a lot. So, what we're going to be building today is a parkour course. Say that 5 times fast. Parkour course. Oof, oh my. But it's not just going to be your typical parkour course. It is going to be a server-wide competition. So, in order to collect a prize, which are going to be this little row of boxes here, and no, I'm not going to show you what it is yet. Well, you might get a sneak peek later. But I need to build this. So, I'm going to gather all the shulker boxes of building blocks, and we're going to kick this over into a big old time lapse. You enjoy. And there we have it, folks. Another great time lapse. Now it's time to go back in and take a look at some of those finer details that I've added in after the fact.
Supplies!
Oh my goodness. That was surprising. What can I do for you, Beta? The last time I saw you, you were leaving with Peeporp.
We crashed! Systems malfunctioned. There was something on the tracks.
Oh no, is Peeporp okay?
I am also fine, thank you for asking. But yes, they are still functioning. We are in need of supplies, so we can alive!
I'm not sure that makes sense, but I get what you're trying to say. What are you needing?
Supplies!
That's very helpful, Beta. I actually have a delivery service. I can send you anything you need now.
I understand. Mission successful!
Well, that was weird. Hopefully Peeporp is okay. But anyway, back to our build here. I have gone through and added little things like there's the little odds and sods, some benches, some vines, a sign saying parkour, and I've tried this new thing here. Let me know what you think down in the comments, but using some of the glazed terracotta in the sea lanterns and paintings there, just to give it a little bit of variation. I think it works, but yeah, definitely let me know. And then over on this side, again, the little billboard up top, and this little armor stand attempting the parkour, although it doesn't look like they jumped quite high enough. Hopefully they can grab a hold. Little bit of a green space on the back here with a little fire escape coming down the top there. So that's, well, the only way you're going to be able to get down from the top without, falling to your death. And then a little bit more of a green space on this side. The green space felt better than kind of just putting stone down. Plus, I really like this effect where if you were to, happen to be walking by, you could actually look up and see somebody in there doing the parkour, which I thought was a really cool idea. And then on the inside here, we have the starting room. So there are snacks provided, compliments of the Guardian Farm. A little instructional book here, which I'll get to in 1 second. A place to set your spawn. A locker so you can drop all of your stuff, and then whenever you're ready to start it, you kind of just stand on the trapdoor and hit the button, and you go splat down. But let me just quickly show you the rules here. I'm not going to read it, but I'll give you a chance to pause the video and read if you wish. I hate to say it, but I have been playing this parkour so much, testing it, that I'm not doing it again. But I have enticed the fellow server mates to come do the parkour, so you would be able to go see it in their videos. All of their channels are linked down below on my YouTube page, so if you are interested in seeing any of that, definitely go check them out. They will be sharing the parkour shortly. But let me go show you the enticement factor. So up on the top floor here, this is where you would finish the parkour. So a couple of little happy armor stands celebrating, a bell for you to ring, and then there are prize boxes, which, again, if you want to see the contents of, and you probably do, because I spent a lot of time making them, they are fantastic. Yeah, actually, okay, I'm going to show you one. They're pretty skookum. They're pretty good, you know. Got a netherite ingot, and then that little piece of paper actually is a voucher, so they can have their choice of what type of trident they would like to get as well. Fully enchanted, of course, so I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. What do you, I think that's pretty good. What do you think? Is that a good enough prize to entice people to go through the parkour course? And that only leaves one remaining task left for this. I need to go tell them that the parkour is open, so I'm going to go grab one more little box that I've prepared, and let's go visit some of the other homes around the server here. So the first stop will be the Town Hall of Swampwater here, and this is going to be for the good doctor. So we're just going to do one of these little fun and fancy friends. I can, nope, that did, okay, that's not working. There we go. Whoops. Okay, so now I've got a whole bunch of paper here, so you are cordially invited to partake in the brand new Marinopa Junction parkour course. Yes, it's located by the Space Harbor. Yes, I could write this all into a book, but this just seemed far more entertaining for me. And then we're gonna put sign for Dr. Disappointment. Little bit of glow ink just to make it stand out, and of course we need a really happy face on it, so that's actually somewhat traumatizing, but I'm gonna keep going with this, so I'm gonna pop around the server and build a couple more of these around. I seriously love this little cottage that LEONÉ made. It is so cool. It's almost a shame that I'm about to put this semi-terrifying grindstone creature here, but it's okay. It's okay. It totally fits the aesthetic of the build. Totally. And no, I will not be hurt at all if people tear these down immediately because they're so terrifying. On to the next one. One over here, over at Aerington's little spot. One over at Jess's absolutely magnificent storage building. But, and one for Dave. I'm thinking the shulker mess at the bottom of his it just, what? Dave. And to be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure where Happy or Peeporp are living right now, so I'm just going to put their invitations by the community storage here in Swampwater. So hopefully hopefully they come back for something and see that, so that should take care of that. And now that a whole bunch of invitations have been hand-delivered around the server, I cannot wait for some people to start coming in and playing this parkour course. It is going to be awesome. And I really hope that the staff start to behave themselves a little bit better by then. They're still a little bit on the grumpy side. Now there's just one last thing I want to quickly show you. On, well, one of my slightly more sicker evenings, I headed over to the carnival grounds to do a little bit of work, just keeping myself occupied, so let me show you what I got up to. And here we have the Channel64 Fairground. So the first thing I did was actually connected this to the wall. It had been previously a little bit floaty, but I don't know, I needed a grindy task that evening, and that fit the bill, so I finished that project up, and then I actually came into the fairground and built this little mini game. And this is the kind of childhood game of mine, Connect 4, where you have two different colors and you take turns, obviously, but your goal is to connect 4 of your color in a row. And then you win. So super simple concept, really fun to play a game. And then I have a little reset button here as well. So just kind of pulls everything over, breaks the concrete powder, and puts everything back in here for the next game. So I thought that was kind of fun, and hopefully I can convince somebody to potentially come play some Connect 4 with me sometime. That sounds like it could be some fun. But with that, folks, I'm going to have to wrap this episode up. It has been a whirlwind of activity. Lots has happened and gone on. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite part was. I truly would appreciate a little bit of feedback on a little bit of a weirder episode like this, but let me know. And if you want to come back and see more Channel 64 content, hit that little subscribe button. I truly would appreciate that too. And until next time, folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.